miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Right to the air. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Grant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9. Brought down, second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Willis. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw taken in by Miller. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. To throw is Stafford. Finding Miller once more, complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They snap it to Stafford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Eckler, they run left side. And he's going to find his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
From the 39, Herbert. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Stafford, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Giants take over first down 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. Herbert's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Herbert on third down now. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Now it's Hines. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a way to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Stafford's pass complete to Scott Miller. An 8-yard pickup. And the Cowboys first down.
Stafford on first down. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They run with Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stafford on 3rd down. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Hines, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play would be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert now. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Back to throw here, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
Julian Okwara there to bring him down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Up the middle they go. It's Hines. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll check this down to Hines. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Stafford's throw is taken in by Waddle.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the deep...
batting at the line and intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 on a Giants touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and when he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Hey.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Stafford. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On the return, it's Tony. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Quay Walker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
It's the score, Cowboys 14, Giants 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Rookie Jermaine Johnson going all the way from last chance U to now dropping NFL quarterbacks. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jermaine Johnson, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Complete to Adam Thielen. A gain of 16. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Herbert. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Johnson is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
53, ready.
To Johnson again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as bad.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the Brock.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Up the middle with Eckler. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Kyle Pitts,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Cowboys make over 1st and
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a handoff up the middle. Hines. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Stafford. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Milton Williams. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Julian Okwara, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you just hold a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop it. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
From his own end zone, Herbert. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Throwing, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Herbert. He's got Eckler. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now Herbert. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Herbert to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Up to the 20. Darnay Holmes, the one to bring him down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.